Hello and welcome to Moon Magic Astrology. This November new moon ritual is in the zodiac sign of Scorpio, a water sign. Let's dive into these intense watery creatures. Scorpios are mysterious, dangerous, and secretive. They have a polarizing charisma that is unforgettable. Now, I like to journal as part of my moon ritual. It helps increase my creativity and intuition, and it also improves my self-awareness, so I'm more successful at manifesting. Now, new moons are for setting new intentions, and full moons are for releasing them. So if you'd like to journal with me, I'd love that. And if you need a journal, I put a link below this video so you can order one from my Amazon Favorites affiliate link. Well, it's my favorites list from my Amazon affiliate link. Now for this Scorpio new moon, I'm planning to focus on reflecting inward on myself so I can change things about myself that are holding me back. I want to transform so that I can become more successful and happier. First, let's write down our desires. Make sure you add in the fine details. Now, when I said I wanted a new car, what I meant was, I want a new Rolls Royce. Now, it was kind of hard for me to be grateful for the new 2006 jalopy that I ended up with. So it's important now, once you have a clear picture of what you really want, then you can spend some time ruminating on your idea until you start to believe it to be true. Dream about it like it is already real. Hard to imagine I dreamed about a jalopy. And when you're ready, set that intention. You can continue moonbathing, soaking up Scorpio's new moon energy. Scorpio new moon energy is about death, transformation, and rebirth. By bringing an ending or death to a situation that is not helping us, we will transform, making decisions to be different so we can find a new beginning or rebirth. Let's moonbathe. Now, it can be difficult admitting negative things about yourself, but awareness is often the door to transformation. It's evolving to become a better person, and sometimes it's our external world that needs to change. You know, maybe your job is too stressful. Well, this month, let's welcome death, ending bad patterns to find positive changes. Death is supposed to finalize things. But the truth is, death is the beginning. So, we might spend most of this Scorpio new moon lunation facing our own internal evolution, looking inward and seriously evaluating what we need to change. Hopefully, we will not be creating our own dark night of the soul. Scorpios are smart and independent people. They are the most loyal and honest sign of all the zodiacs, making them excellent partners. But you have to be able to get past their protective barriers. They are constantly guarding themselves, observing every minute detail, gathering information constantly. Scorpios like to stay hidden, keeping their private life secret, only unveiling themselves when they feel safe. So, be careful and don't get fooled by the stoic behavior as they seem unengaged, because Scorpios can be strategic and deliberate, and they may act elusive. But if they feel threatened, they will strike, and it will be sudden and unexpected. So be on your toes. It's not personal. It's just part of that dark side of Scorpio. And if they decide they are interested in you, they will go for it, and they won't hold back. Now, this new moon in Scorpio will be filled with some extra enthusiasm, as Scorpios are a very passionate zodiac sign. Sometimes their passions get extreme and turn into obsessions. Now, these passions can also become controlling. So be mindful of your level of passion this month. You deserve healthy relationships. After all, no one wants to feel powerless under someone else's control. Well, most people don't. And speaking of extremes, Scorpios just can't get enough of those extremes. They just want to push all the boundaries. It must be that adrenaline rush that they feel after a sting attack. They're addicted to the rush. It sounds like we could have an active month ahead. Are you ready for some extreme sporting? Let's see if tandem jumping is your thrill. Now, these passionate creatures can be alluring in romance too. It's that intensely charismatic and enigmatic energy that draws you in. You become mesmerized by their unforgettable, sultry charisma. So if you're looking for some spicy romance this month, Scorpio New Moon energy will hopefully please all. And let's not waste any of this magnetic charisma. It's time for you to step into your own personal power. Be a little arrogant and still charm everyone around you. Now, Scorpio energy is very tenacious, with a strong drive for success. It's this ambitious nature that makes them natural-born leaders. Their focused intensity makes them serious-minded individuals. They are meticulous observers, independent, and shrewd if need be. It's these persistent details that make Scorpio excellent managers and highly successful people. So, if you're looking for a job this month, try a leader's role. Don't sell yourself short, but don't get too many options or it will become overwhelming. And like the Scorpio, they become indecisive, giving them the nickname of being wishy-washy. And if they become obsessed by too many procedures, they will also become controlling. Scorpio falls in the 8th house, the house of finance, or as I like to say, and my favorite, other people's money. Scorpios can focus on a lot of details or the same detail for a long period of time. That's what makes Scorpios great financial advisors. So this is a good month for you to climb that career ladder, or use a Scorpio New Moon energy to find more success in the area of your life that fits your purpose or aligns with your zodiac house. Now, speaking of the 8th house, It's the house of reincarnation. It rules birth, transformation, and death. Some call this the cycle of life, and has labeled it, I circulate on the zodiac wheel. The 8th house is about hidden mysteries, finance, sexuality, and death. Our hidden mysteries are those deeper thoughts and behaviors that we might want to keep private. They're our hidden side. It's not just questions about death and the unknown, it's also our internal curiosities, things that we usually keep unspoken, like our sexual curiosities or our mystic intrigue. Scorpio's dark side is filled with feelings most of us want to keep hidden. These taboo behaviors are acts of revenge, jealousy, control, those dirty little secrets, deceit, and crime. So let's use the Scorpio energy this month to do a little shadow work on ourselves. Let's become aware of what's hidden, find our dark side, and make our unconscious conscious so that we can change what we may find unacceptable into something acceptable. Transform. Scorpio's financial matters, or other people's money, are also in the 8th house. These financial matters are not the same as the financial matters of the 2nd house. That's the house of financial survival. That's where we earn money. This is more about windfalls, like the lottery or an inheritance, even a refund. Royalties can also be considered as other people's money. Any money that is not physically earned will reside in the 8th house. Now, don't get too excited. It's not just money coming in, because it's also money owed. Things like loans, alimony, child support, and even our mortgages. In this house, we can also claim people's possessions when they are left behind, making their losses our gains. Now, sex appears in the 8th house of Scorpio. However, this is only referring to erotic, sensual desires, the carnal side of sex. Taboo. It should not be confused, however, with the 5th house, which is the house for love, and the 7th house, which is the house for marriage. Now, death in the 8th house is our natural cycle to evolve, healing and transforming to prepare for rebirth, a renewal to begin the eternal cycle of life, again and again and again. Scorpio are water signs, represented by the cups in the tarot deck. All water signs are emotional and intuitive. They are deep and lunar. The moon, at its maximum intensity, mysteriously connects to the tides of the ocean, affecting the unconscious mind of each water sign, completely connected to the moon's cycles. Now, these feminine watery signs are moody because they often are overwhelmed by their own emotions. And by the way, all signs are affected by the moon. Now, Scorpio's intuitive gifts are so strong that some think of them as mind readers. So watch what you're thinking this month. The world may be listening, even though you haven't said a single word out loud. This new moon Scorpio energy will be a great time to practice our own intuitive skills. Now, if you'd like to try using your intuition, I will share how I practice. Meditating is the best way to relax your mind. Once you're relaxed, let your thoughts appear. Just let them flow. Later, write them down in your journal, the ones that seemed interesting or odd. Pay attention this week to your 5 senses: hearing, sight, smell, taste, and touch. Notice when something comes to those senses that may not really be present, like smelling cinnamon rolls, but you're nowhere near a bakery. Also, write down your dreams. That's your subconscious talking to you. Write them down, even if they don't make sense. Or should I say, especially if they don't make sense. They may make sense later. I once heard a woman tell me that the road turned into water, to only find out a few days later that her truck had been driven into the river at the end of the boat ramp. So listen to all 5 of your senses. That's how you will develop your 6th sense, your intuition. And hey, if you do practice this, I would love for you to share your results with me. So leave me a comment and let me know how well you did with your hunches this month. I'd love to know. Now, we've got to get back to moon bathing, back to this horoscope. There are 3 zodiac signs that represent the middle of each season. These are called fixed modalities. Scorpio is the fixed modality for the fall season. Fixed modalities are depicted by the 5, 6, and 7 in each suit of the tarot deck. Fixed modalities love challenges. They are doers. These signs stay in motion with continual energy to sustain the season. They are stable and reliable throughout their cycle. They are unadaptable because they like keeping things status quo. They may become stubborn, resisting change at all cost. This type of person is dedicated to projects, people, and ideas, making the Scorpio zodiac very loyal in business and personal relationships. These are the family members that keep family bonds. Now, Scorpio season is not sharing lady luck equally this month. I don't know why, but Scorpios added better chances only if you're a Taurus, Cancer, or Scorpio. Now, that doesn't mean you can't win the lottery if you're a Gemini. It just means you might want to hang on to your money this month. Now, your possible lucky days are brought to you by the arrival of Jupiter, the planet of luck and abundance, on the 9th, 10th, and the 11th of November. Scorpio has 2 ruling planets. Mars, the planet of aggression or action, also known as the warrior planet, will give us extra drive this month. So success in business may be easier than you think. But watch out for Mars's aggression and don't let it cause overly explosive situations. Let Scorpio's new moon energy give you that balance and maturity to be in control of your own emotions. Try to funnel the excited energy from Mars into creative projects or activities. And Mars also governs Scorpio's carnal desires, so don't be surprised if you feel too sexy for even yourself. You know, the song, "I'm Too Sexy for This Shirt"? This hat? You know. Now, Scorpio's second ruling house is Pluto, the house of transformation. Now, have you heard the saying that dynamite comes in small packages? Well, Pluto's energy is dynamite, extremely potent. It will destroy poorly constructed foundations between families, resolving problems from many generations so people can transform on a subconscious level. This planet helps us identify our own internal struggles. Now, Venus appears November 7th and may help balance the dark, kinky side of Scorpio. And it is time for us to appreciate the beauty around us and the beauty within us. And you may feel a need to bond with other people at this time, and this unity will harmonize you so that you feel more love and strength. Jupiter is the planet of good luck, prosperity, generosity, and tolerance, and will be felt around November 9th, 10th, and 11th. You may find your coping abilities are strong during these 3 days. Saturn will appear on November the 10th, helping with maturity, responsibility, discipline, and stewardship. Now let's talk about how astrology signs of Scorpio are connected with the tarot deck. I'm going to describe only one major arcana card to represent the horoscope sign of Scorpio, the Death card. And if you'd like to learn more about all the other tarot cards that connect with the zodiac sign of Scorpio and its astrological connections as well, I will be releasing another video later this week to only describe the astrological connections to the tarot signs of Scorpio. The Death card, card number 13, Roman numeral XIII. The querent dreads seeing the Death card in their reading, but it's a good card to have because the Death card means that major changes are occurring in your life. It's transformation. Life as we knew it needs to end, and a new beginning is upon us. We are transforming. The Death card shows a man skeletonized in black armor, representing his invincibility, suggesting he is the Grim Reaper, a symbol of death. Not physical death, but ending situations to experience transformation, to give us rebirth. In his left hand, he holds a black flag with a white rose and the number 13 on it in Roman numeral. He faces the future, or in the direction toward the right. He sits on a white horse representing purity, as death will ultimately purify everyone and everything. It's a clean slate, new beginning. It's optimism. A king, a page, and a commoner lie dead beneath the horse. This represents that death does not elude any of us. No matter what race, class, or gender, we're all going to experience death in this life. There's a ship in the background to represent the journey of the soul to the afterlife. It's a symbol of ascension. The sunrise between the two castles represents a new beginning, new horizon. The bishop, who stands in front of the horse, represents the acceptance of death, as he's enlightened and has no fear of death. However, the two children represent accepting and rejecting the concept of death, as fear is often associated with death. Now, death represents letting go of the past in order to move forward to a better future. It's evolving. Death should signify change. Thank you for joining me on Moon Magic Astrology, and I hope you have fun moonbathing.